Little tip: if you have a tractor and you have a chainsaw, you should probably buy the chainsaw scabbard for the tractor. Alright guys, as you just saw earlier in the video, I made a colossal mistake with my chainsaw. Hanging your chainsaw on the end of your pallet forks is a good way to forget that it's out there and turn it into this. It's not supposed to look like that, folks, as you know, but we're going to try and fix it here. This is a Husqvarna 435 chainsaw. It's a very popular model. I've had it now for about 10 years or so, maybe 12 years, and it has been a great little saw. Very handy little saw. It's got a 16-inch bar on it and has done everything I've asked it to do. But since this happened, I'm going to take the opportunity to upgrade it a little bit. This saw currently has a 16-inch blade, but it's actually capable, according to the manual, of taking up to an 18-inch blade. So or 18-inch chain, 18-inch bar. So I bought a 18-inch bar off of Amazon. I got a nice little kit here. Came with two 18-inch chains made by Savior. Came with a pair of gloves to protect you from cuts when you're using these sharp chains. Came with the 18-inch Savior bar, and it came with this protective scabbard. And I'm hoping, according to everything on Amazon, this should fit this saw, and I'm going to try and put it together. Hopefully when I get in here and I take this thing apart, I don't find that I did more damage than just the bar. So here we go. Okay guys, so here's what happened. This is how I damaged this saw, and I hope you don't do the same thing. Basically, on my tractor, I do not have a scabbard for the saw. So I have been putting the saw in my bucket on my front loader when I travel around the property to do various things. And so I've been carrying the chainsaw in the loader. Well, this time I didn't have the bucket there, so what I did is I hung my chainsaw on the pallet forks right by this handle. Just slid it over top. And as I was driving around, this chainsaw slid down the pallet forks to where it got out of my view. And after a few minutes, I forgot it was there. Unfortunately, having forgot it was there, when I finally got to the point that I was ready to get off the tractor and cut some wood, I set the pallet forks down, and down went the chainsaw with it. Pallet forks landed right on top of this chainsaw, which landed on the ground between the pallet forks and the ground. So I didn't see it hit the ground, but I'm assuming that this bar probably got jammed in the dirt like so, and when it did, and it had 300 pounds or 400 pounds, however much they weigh, of steel pallet forks coming down on top of it, it just bent the blade. So I hope that's all it did, and I'm going to get in here and I'm going to try and fix it. I wish I had this harrowing tale of bravery and glory and a little dash of stupidity to go with this gnarly looking damage, but no, it was just stupid. It was just stupid and forgetfulness on my part. So let that be a lesson to you, kids. Santa makes mistakes too, and we all make mistakes, so all we can do is do the best we can, and if you're doing the best you can, you'll make it to Santa's nice list. All right, I promise that. Okay, and I'll bring you some presents. Anyway, we're gonna get started. We're gonna fix this up. All right, first things first, let's get this blade off. Got my 9/16 inch wrench. Oh, sorry, actually it's a 1/2 inch wrench. Funny thing is, I had just gotten this chainsaw blade all sharpened and ready to go for a full day's work. Had everything gassed up and oiled. Spent at least a half hour to 45 minutes getting everything nice and sharp and good for the day's work. And the very first thing I did last week was drop this chainsaw. So it's unfortunate. Need to clean that out a little bit. There's the blade, or the bar, and here's the chain. So let's see if it's bent up. I might still be able to use the chain on another saw, but actually it looks like it's got a little bend in it right here. See that? Right there. So I don't know. That may be the end of the road for this chain. I'm not sure if those are repairable. If you know in the comments and you've repaired chains that have been bent like that and used them successfully, let me know. And there is the bar. But let's hope this is gonna, the new guide is gonna work on this. I'm gonna get it cleaned up first, so here we go. All right, not bad. Okay, so now that we got everything off, try out this new blade. Looks like it's going to be a good fit, and it should do just fine. That's an 18-inch blade on a Husqvarna 435 saw, and so far so good. Savior 18-inch chain. It's got all the stats on here. Model SC325S13. And they sent this this Velcro strap with a clip on it. Not sure what that's for. All right. Alright, I think we're set. Okay, we got it on here. I did have to make a little adjustment to this screw right here, which aligns the little pin or the peg inside here to line up with the hole on the bar. But everything's tight. Now let's just crank it down. That might be a little tight. We may have to make a slight adjustment, but we'll see. All right, guys. Had to take a quick break and got this thing put together right before the break. Now let's see. Chain's a little tight on it. Might need some adjustment, but let's try and fire this bad boy up. All right, she's ready to go. We're going to try this out at the property tomorrow. Hopefully, weather permitting. Anyway, until then, I'll see you in a bit. property. Working hard today. Just got here a few minutes ago. Downloaded some footage from the trail cam, had a couple deer sightings, so that's good. This week I'm here and I'm going to try to do what I failed to do last week due to the chainsaw mishap. My goal, same as last week, was to get from this point in the path I've been clearing to the stream with a clear shot for the tractor and make it easy to get back there. I have to go through several hundred feet of densely wooded land with a stream going right through it. I have to clear a path eventually 30 feet. Okay, now that the stingy stripey thing is gone, as I was saying, I have to clear a path of several hundred feet through this woods and over this stream, approximately 30 feet wide eventually. And that is for power lines to be able to come through here and possibly a water line. The power company is requiring me to clear vegetation, 30-foot wide strip to run power. And I will probably end up running the water line in the same strip. But for now, I'm just trying to clear a path, a trail, if you will, for the tractor to be able to get back there on this side of the stream. Eventually, I'll go around to the other side and work my way back. And with the goal being that once I have a path and a trail, then I'll be able to gradually widen it from there. So that's what we're up to today. Let's get into it. So here's where I started from. This clearing area here is the edge of a small field or pasture, if you will, that's on this property. And right here where I'm standing is where the edge of all these trees were. And so from here to where I've gotten back here, which I'll take you, is how far we've managed to cut with just a brush hog and a little light work with a chainsaw so far. I did have another chainsaw mishap a couple of weeks ago when I got chain caught in this barbed wire that I didn't see. It took me a long time to get that stuff out of the gear, but eventually I'll have to tear this old fence out, I think. And this is about as far as I've gotten from here on out. It's another 30-40 feet or so to the edge of the stream, which I'll take you back here. Oh, looks like I got a walnut tree somewhere. There's a walnut right there on the ground. And of course, the area where the stream is at this part is got all of this dead woods right here in the way, which I'll have to clean up. Shouldn't be too hard though. And this is the wet weather stream. Got a little bit of water in it now, but it's kind of low at the moment. Eventually, years from now, it'd be nice to build a bridge over this so that I wouldn't have to go around the via the road to get to the other half of the property. It's peaceful back here. But that's the goal, to get from here back over to where the tractor was. Okay, so making some progress here. I'm right up against the bank of the stream with a clear path, just wide enough for the tractor to get in. But it's going to get a little more challenging from here, or at least a little more work. One of the things I'm looking at right in front of me, let me turn you around, is that tree right there. It's literally hanging above it. That is about, probably 8 inches in diameter, and it's just dangling there, and I don't want that to fall on my head. So I think I'm going to take down the tree that it's on and take out some of that small stuff next to it, and then I'm gonna have to take out some other things too, so that I can get that pile right there, chop it up and get it out of here, and then I will be at the stream. So the last 8 feet or 10 feet or whatever it is between there and the stream is going to be a lot of work for just me and my little tractor. So time to get started. Okay, that was fun. And that was a chainsaw rookie mistake. So always make sure your feet are clear when you're cutting. Boys and girls, we're here. We're here at the stream. It's a little messy. I've got some cleanup to do. I got to clean up these trees that I've cut down that have fallen in the stream, but we now have a path for the tractor to get back here. I think next time I'm out here, I'm just going to kind of clean this area up, get it presentable, maybe mow the brush down, clean it up, get some of the larger debris that's on the ground, and then I guess we'll go around to the other side and work our way back. Anyway, let's drop another load off at the burn pile, and then we'll see what's next. All right, guys, I believe we are out of daylight. I think that's going to be it for today. We accomplished our goal to get to the stream. Again, we have a lot more work to do down there, but it's progress, right? So anyway, I'm running about 4 weeks behind on videos and getting them published, so the rate this is going, you'll be seeing this around the end of October. I don't know how these YouTubers do it who put out video content every single day, or 3 or 4 or 5 days a week. It is a lot of work to edit these videos, but hopefully y'all are enjoying them. If you like this sort of content, please like and subscribe to the channel. Participate in the comments, and tell me what's going on in your neck of the woods. If you're watching this, tell me where you're watching it from. Just put the name of your city down in the comments. That would be great. Anyway, I guess until next time, that'll be all there is here on Merryvale, where it's always Christmas. Please take care of each other and yourself. We'll see you next time.